I hasten home, but it's not my duty.
This armor's seen better days.
Like it or not, I must go where the duty calls me.
We've got problems! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
By your command, Arisen. Get down here!
Focus your strength, Arisen!
Stricken with sleep. Well done!
Well fought, Arisen!
Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
We'd best report back.
Now then, which way? Fretting will get us nowhere. Let us pick a path and see where it takes us. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Tis a remarkable treasure we found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. So this is Melg. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world. You have my support.
Pitiable Arisen.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Pleasure doing business with you.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
metal!
Withdraw! Now!
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. You hung on, and by some miracle, survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are Arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Shall we seek some answers?
I don't know what to do.
Say, do you think this one's really Arisen?
Doubtful.
Oh. What does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can... But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way, but what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I'd thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit froberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melv. Yes, of course. I see it now.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we? Between you and me, cuz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining the ingredients, if you know what they are. Always a pleasure.
What am I to do? I really ought to have returned. Mayhap 'tis trouble we're looking for. That place puts my ears off. Get caught to the calling. I couldn't live with myself.
I've little enough gold to spend on his.
I pity those content to live in idleness. What am I to do?
'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
must burn. We'll have some soup.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Been a while since I heard a good story.
I'd never leave.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on it. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Time to be heading home.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
I only work when I fancy, but I get by.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. Where to look?
Can't help but talk in a whisper.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Splendid accomplishment. You have honed your talents to new heights. One can but strive to improve.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home. Not a care.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps his time went looking for him.
Pray, call upon me again another time. Should you have further need of a marksman,
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle.
'Tis the time of day when cities and towns hum with the rhythm. The time of our parting has come.
I'll be your teeth, should your party lack for bite. Such it will be an honor to serve by your side. Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Here we are.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
We ought to bring this to the one expecting it.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claim it. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen. Look there. I espy another statue.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. As a matter of fact, ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
townspeople depend on me.
As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance you ought to let a few things go.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour. We must not let down our guard. No! The Arisen has been poisoned! You are right. Allow me. Wait a moment.